This is my audience, Tullis, Stephen, and Tiffany. Okay. So, if you ask people about their opinions on monarchies, you would get a wide range of opinions on the benefits of having monarchical governments. But today, I would like to tell you about a monarchical figure who is globally loved for her humanitarian efforts for people of all races, genders, ages, etc. She has personally inspired me and many others through her empathy, her love, and her conscientiousness for others' needs. Her name is Princess Diana, as you can see by the title slide. She is loved and liked amongst the people of the world, and the reason I personally look up to her is because empathy is hard, especially when you're trying to have empathy for someone whose experience is so different than yours. And Princess Diana had empathy for a bunch of people who had an experience of life that was completely different than hers, yet she still had empathy for them. So I'm hoping to share about who she is, why I personally care, and why other people in the world care and how she impacted them. So first of all, who is Princess Diana? Okay, so Princess Diana has always loved helping, even from when she was a little girl. To quote Colin Evoy, even when Diana was a little kid, she had a great fondness for other little tykes, and when she got older, she worked as a teacher and nanny. So this is actually her as a nanny, and this is her with her two sons. And to quote, the Royal Palace of Buckingham, yes, they have an official website where they wrote about Princess Diana. They talked about how she had won multiple awards at her private school in France for helping her classmates out on difficult assignments. Now, let's move on to why I personally care about Princess Diana. So, according to a writer at AP News, Princess Diana had an interest in homelessness, child welfare, and the AIDS crisis from when she got into power, when she married Prince Charles, and even afterwards. So this is from a time period when people thought that if you were in the same room as someone who had AIDS, child, adult, whatever, that you would catch AIDS. And it was very looked down upon, especially for someone who has noble blood in them. And so this is actually a photo of her in a room with people who have AIDS, which again was a very groundbreaking thing. And then to quote Stone Palmer, she traveled to Angola, which was a war zone at the time, and gave a speech about why they need to stop using landmines because their children kept accidentally walking on a landmine and exploding, which was obviously a very bad thing because children don't need to be stepping on landmines. Now, I would like to talk about why the world cared as a whole. So, here's a photo of her on one of her last press walks when she was in Kent, England. You can see a lot of people very excited to see her. She's known as the People's Princess for a multitude of reasons, one of which is that she raised her kids to not be spoiled. To quote Britannica, her two sons, which are not in the photo right now, but she would make them ride public transport, she would let them eat normal fast food, they went to public school, and they wore average regular clothing, which again, for the time was very outlandish because if you were from royal blood, you act like it, you act like you're rich. You don't act like a commoner, but she cared to make sure her kids weren't stuck up and thought they were better than everyone else because they grew up in noble blood. And then another reason why she had such an impact was afterwards when she got into her car accident that killed her. To quote Britannica again, she had 2.5 billion live viewers watching her funeral procession from England. So, in conclusion, it is very hard to have empathy, but with people like Princess Diana who cared for people, who stepped out of her comfort zone and showed empathy consistently, it gives a good image of someone to look up to and someone to admire and work to be like because of the aforementioned. And yeah, I hope you leave this also understanding why I'm inspired by Princess Diana. Any questions?
How long ago did she die?
If I'm correct, she died in 1996. She died at 32 years old. 32 years old, if I'm correct. Sorry, cat's gonna step on the computer. Any other questions?